Oh dear viewer, for I must complete the holy trifecta of video game consoles. I am in possession of a PlayStation 5. I am in possession of a Nintendo Switch. But the Xbox Series X is the one console that eludes me. Nah, just kidding. Hi everyone. Remember a couple years ago when I did that PS5 episode where I unboxed it and showed off some of the games? I'm gonna do that here with the Xbox Series X, although it might take a bit of a different approach because it's been out longer and people are more familiar with it now. But I got the Xbox Series X. Let's just get this open. So you can only see my legs at the moment and my hands. Hello. Alright, let's open this up. Maybe we can speed this up. Why do I do it in that angle? There. It's still not at a good angle. Alright, so this is the Xbox Series X. I don't know how to... Alright, ooh, it is heavy. Or maybe it's just the foam that's like... Not... The console is pretty fucking heavy. So, that's a nice box if I'm gonna be honest. And they keep this in some nice packaging. Power. Power your dreams. That smells like shit, but what doesn't smell like shit or look like shit is this. Wow. This is actually... It's definitely a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I don't know, like, I knew it wasn't as big as the PS5, but, you know, it's small, but it's so cute. Look how cute this thing is. Now to see what else we got. Foam, who cares? Foam, who cares? This, who cares? And this is some important stuff. This is actually a very nice box, I should say. Got the HDMI cable and the AC adapter. Pretty cool. And we got the Xbox Series X controller. So this is the Xbox Series X controller next to the Xbox One controller. It mostly looks the same. The D-pad is obviously different, and the Series X controller has that button. I don't know what that is. I think my thumb was blocking it, but yeah, over there. But yeah, I can't say I like this one better than the Xbox One controller, because it is pretty much the same thing. And yeah, that is the unboxing of the Xbox Series X. I will soon, and soon as in, we will time jump maybe a week or two, and I'll be playing some games. But until then, I have to figure out, I mean, how am I gonna, like, where do I have room for this?
2 weeks later.
Hi guys, I'm back. Time to play some Xbox Series X games. But I don't have any. Physically. I'm just gonna let you know, if you guys want an Xbox Series X, all you really need is Game Pass, and you're set. So with that being said, I'm going to be covering a few games either exclusive to the Series X or heavily associated with the Series X. And there might be some games missing that you might notice, and it's either, you know, I might cover them at a later date, or if I didn't notice them, then who cares about them? But for now, what better game to start with than Halo Infinite? So there's a whole story recap that plays. Pretty cool. Okay, time to play Halo Infinite. How do I start? Oh, I see. It hasn't installed yet. So let me get this straight. I installed the game, but not really. I am allowed to open the game, but I can't play the game.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, Halo Infinite has installed, so let's play. What's annoying is that every time you open the game, they play a story recap. You can skip it, of course, but it plays every single time. What's the point of that? Why is there a story recap every time you open the game? Like, I mean every time. Like, did 343 not understand that, like, you know, if you watch the story recap once, you're caught up on the story. You don't need to, you don't just forget about the story every time you close the game. Alright, so it's been a little while since I played Halo, so I might be a little rusty. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm here to kill some folks and teabag on them. Oh! Okay, in all seriousness, even though I died quite a bit in this game, it's actually kind of fun. It's gotten a lot of controversy for the way 343 has been handling the content, and from what I've heard about that, rightfully so. But as a game to just turn on and play for a few rounds for free, by the way, even without Game Pass, Halo Infinite is a pretty fun game. We're gonna move on to a little game that came out of nowhere just a few short months ago, called Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush, featuring a giant V. This game is really cool too. It's like this rhythm game with Devil May Cry style combat and made by Tango Gameworks. Same company who made The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo. All horror games. You know, maybe this is secretly a horror game. Maybe Chai, our main character, is secretly actually dead? And wanna know how I know this? I don't know, just taking a stab in the dark. But yeah, pretty solid game here. I think the combat, rhythm sections, music, and art style all mesh well. I don't have many jokes about it because it's genuinely a really good game. I'll even go as far as to say that Hi-Fi Rush is an early contender for Game of the Year! And we're only in April. What bothers me about the Xbox, by the way, is the recording functionality. You know, on PlayStation, you can record for as long as you want, basically, but on Xbox, you can't really record for longer than 4 minutes. However, PlayStation, they have this weird bullshit where, like, you know, it doesn't let you use a capture card unless you have, like, a specific kind, I think. However, Xbox, I can use the capture card. So I didn't know that, however, when I got the gameplay for Hi-Fi Rush, so a lot of the footage looks short and a little choppy. But for now on, I'm using a capture card. Now you might be wondering why I didn't have that issue with Halo Infinite. You know, I had kind of just normal footage for that. Well, my answer to that is I have no answer, and instead, look at this sign I have. Let this be a warning. Alright, I'm starting to go off the rails. So before I go completely off the rails and start doing shit like, I don't know, punching children in public, let's move on to another game synonymous with Xbox. Forza, with Forza Horizon 5. Mwah! Beautiful. This is another game that is really fucking solid. I mean, the game is playing music, so I'm given more work to avoid getting claimed, but man, this game is absolutely beautiful. Follow that car! Kind of like what I was already doing. Like, I mean, I wasn't following the car necessarily, but I was following, you know, the arrows, you know, where it tells you, follow the arrows, basically, just by being there. But I got you, I'll follow the car. One interesting thing about Forza is just how fast you can go. Like, not only is 160 miles per hour probably illegal in, well, I'll just say most states, but it'll also get you killed. However, it makes for a game where you kind of gotta slow down. You know, you don't have to gun it the whole time. Slow down if you have to. You don't have to drive. Move out of South Carolina if you have to, alright? Don't get into an accident. This opening is really cool too. You go from one car to another car to another car. I know that sounded tedious the way I said that, but it's really cool the way it's done. Then I get to customize my character. Gotta give him green hair. No reason, but I gotta. And I'm gonna call it quits on Forza Horizon 5. I know I barely touched on it, but honestly, I don't know how much I can touch on a game when I'm supposed to be the funny guy and the game is like genuinely good. I'm sorry, I keep calling myself the funny guy. I'm not that funny. I'm especially not as funny as my younger brother, DPW. You don't see him too often because he does construction work. Okay, next up, let's go to a more niche game called Pentiment, made by Obsidian. You know, the same folks who made the Fallout New Vegas. Cool. Pentiment. Let's play. So I don't really know what's happening here. Oh, I see. I get it. I totally get it. So we get this nice little intro to the game, and it's pretty cool, I must say. Very artistic and medieval-ish. And the bot said to me, Andreas. And then I get to pick an option for how to continue the sentence. Your first option is, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. What exactly do you mean, distracting? I'm not even gonna read the other ones. Let's just not distract the sisters. Hee hee, up to the devil's work again, are you? Oh god, it's exactly what I thought! Devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind. Oh, you thought I was joking. Nah, bro, this is medieval times, alright? One thing leads to another, and then next thing you know, everyone ends up with a Habsburg jawline. Let's move on through this conversation, shall we? So Pentiment is more of like a visual novel, as you can see. It doesn't focus too much on gameplay or combat, but rather story. So now we are on this boat. Pay no attention to the other fools, Andreas. I mean, yeah, sounds easy enough, despite the fact that they are surrounding me, and this one is taking quite the beating, but yeah! I'll pay no attention. I never do. Oh shit, we got alpha male, let's go! So yeah, when it comes to the art style, this looks really cool, and it has an engaging story, but it's personally not my kind of game. But you know what? I kind of want to see what critics thought of Pentiment. Alright, look, with all due respect, alright, the game's pretty good. Might want to play more of it. No, nothing against the game. But, a 10 out of 10. Multiple 10 out of 10s. Did we play the same game? Well, I know, I'm gonna play a different game. The one, the only, Microsoft Flight Simulator, baby! Looks like Microsoft forgot to remove the cursor. You thought I wouldn't notice. Okay, so I can select the core content. Unfortunately, I can't go to Tokyo or Paris or the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, we're gonna go to Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza. We're going there because, I'm not sure if you know this, but back in my day, along with being a barbarian knight and a wrestler, I was also a pharaoh. You really don't know my past. Okay, I'm flying. That's about it. See ya. Okay, but seriously, I'd say this is a nice showcase of what the Xbox Series X can do graphically, even though it was originally on PC, but shh. It controls very well too. I mean, I could imagine it being pretty hard to fuck up the controls for a game where all you do is fly a plane. You know what, I'm really feeling the Supreme Council of Universities, so let's stop by there. You collided with an object and caused critical damage to the aircraft. What can I say? Sometimes you just want to fly a plane, but sometimes you want to collide with an object, and then other times you just want to fly through what is apparently a holographic version of the Supreme Council of Universities in Egypt. Everyone has their own opinion. Alright, let's move on. Wanna know what I feel like this video has been missing up until now? Some good old Justin Roiland humor! That's right, you know where this is going. I'm about to play High on Life. In the year 2000, he saved the Earth. Who saved the Earth? Now he's back from retirement to save outer space. Who are we talking about? Buck Thunder 2? Okay, first of all, whatever happened to Buck Thunder 1? And second of all, I thought I'm playing High on Life. What is this shit? Okay, so Buck Thunder 2 Xenoslaughter. Let's play. Okay, so it looks like I'm playing a Doom clone with my divorce attorney talking to me.
Buck, it's me, Phil, your divorce lawyer again. You remember how to move and jump and everything, right?
You thought I made that up, didn't you? Man, this divorce attorney hasn't stopped talking to me. I mean, I know it's the tutorial, but he just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Shut up. Please, just shut up.
Oh shit! I'm
Shut
sorry,
up.
Buck. I forgot.
Shut
There's no
up.
double jump. Just crouch.
Shut the fuck up!
Are you gonna answer me or what?
Wait, what?
Why didn't you say goodbye to Mom and Dad before they left for their trip?
I'm sorry, who are you? So now get this. I get to customize my character, which I look at and see in the reflection of a portable mirror, this makeup thing or whatever, that my sister just used to snort cocaine on.
Huh? No, don't cut to me. I don't know what to say.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, shut up, sister. You're acting like you've never seen a spaceship before. Come on.
Morty? Morty, is that you?
Oh my god, finally I'm free, thank god!
Oh,
What
it's a
nightmare.
it's a
Listen,
talking
can you
gun.
pull the-
You know, I actually don't hate this idea. You know what I mean? Just as long as he's not talking the whole time, we'll be good. He's gonna talk the whole time, isn't he?
Okay, we'll say this. The gameplay and overall feel to the game is really smooth, and the visuals look nice too. Let's just hope they don't ruin it by having this Morty gun talk the whole time, but yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, seriously, the gun constantly talks about how all I need to do is press buttons when I am pressing buttons.
Try pressing anything, go nuts, smash them all! Is this your first fucking game? Come on, just press something! Fuck yeah! Now grab the warp drive! We'll use this to warp the hell off this doomed planet!
I'm seriously about to fucking lose it right now.
So now the gun just warped the house into a different reality because Earth was being invaded by aliens. Now I have to go around asking about this guy named Gene. Okay, so I found Gene, and they actually talked for 5 minutes. No, seriously, 5 minutes. Not even kidding. And then this shit happens, and I'm about to lose my fucking mind.
I honestly don't know what the fuck is going on, and it's honestly pretty annoying, and no one stops talking, so you know what, I'm gonna call it quits on High on Life. For the little bit of it that I played, I actually don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but the characters don't shut up! And I know that there is like a slider for the talking and you can adjust it, you can turn off the amount of talking there is, but the fact that that is like in the game says more about it than I ever could. And believe it or not, that'll actually do it for the games I wanted to play on Xbox today. Yeah, there are some solid games that you can play only on Xbox and PC, but there's some games coming up. Xbox got quite a few interesting looking games coming up. Fuck! Huh. At least that's 2 out of... I lost count, but we got 2. Here's the problem with Xbox. When you compare their lineup of exclusives to PlayStation's, there is simply no competition, in my personal opinion. However, it feels like Xbox keeps hyping up all these new and exciting games, but really, they get announced with a CG trailer that doesn't show anything about the game, and we don't see the game for a while. And that's kind of what the Xbox Series X has felt like. The PS5 doesn't have a whole lot of must-own PS5 games that you can't play on anything else, and they're also guilty of announcing games too early, but the Xbox Series X has had a very slow start. However, I'm holding out hope. You know, Hi-Fi Rush is a good start, as that is the only game I played today that is only on Series X. It's not on Xbox One, and it's definitely my favorite of the games I played today. And also, you know, Redfall, Starfield, and also Forza Motorsport that I didn't mention earlier, but yeah, that's also coming. They all seem like promising exclusives for the Series X. Overall, I do like the Xbox Series X, and I'm really happy I own it. I would not sell it right now, you know? It's mine. Not to mention, Game Pass is the best deal in gaming without a close second in sight. But Phil, you know, Mr. Spencer, Phil Spencer, buddy, I know you're watching this, alright? Stop announcing games way too early. Stop doing this shit. Stop announcing a CG trailer that doesn't tell us anything about the game and then not showing us the game at all for years. Also, Phil, while you're at it, now that you're watching this, once you absorb Activision, can you fire Bobby Kotick's dumb fucking looking, frog looking ass face ass out of here? Thanks. So yeah, I'm being reminded of the early days of this series, where I forget how to end these episodes. So, goodbye.